Hi guys, Mother Nature is back. So today I want to talk about 3 spices that we use a lot in our cooking, or especially our desserts. They give great flavors to our foods, but these 3 spices also heal the body. They have great medicinal properties. So we want to include them as much as we can in our diet so that we can keep our bodies as healthy as possible. Now, the 3 spices are nutmeg. It comes round, and it also comes in powder form. I like to buy it like this, and I just grate it when I need it, and I can get the powder form. Now, the second spice is cinnamon. It comes in powder form as well, but it also comes in stick form. And the last spice is clove. It comes in powder form as well, and it comes in this little stick, little kind of like a mini flower. And this is called clove. Now, the first spice that I want to get into is the cinnamon. Now, we all know about cinnamon, but there are 2 types of cinnamon. There is the caseous form, and there's the form called Ceylon, which is actually called the true cinnamon. Now, I prefer the Ceylon because I can use it as much as I want, and I have no problems with it. Now, the caseous form, which is the form we find in most common supermarkets, can become toxic for our liver if we use too much of it. So I always recommend going with the Ceylon version of cinnamon. And this is just the brand that I use, but you can use any kind of Ceylon that you like. But this is Dr. Furman's cinnamon, and that's the kind that I like, and I use it all the time without any problems. Now, cinnamon. Why should we use it more often? Well, it helps lower our blood glucose. Now, if it helps lower our blood sugar glucose. Now, if we love our desserts, we definitely want to be aware that we don't want our blood glucose to be too high, because over time, when it becomes high and high, this is how we have diabetes. So we always want to make sure that our blood glucose is in normal range. If you're diabetic, you definitely want to try to include cinnamon on a regular basis, because it also helps to stabilize your glucose. So that's one benefit of cinnamon. Now, another benefit is it helps to lower our blood pressure. Now, a lot of people are on blood pressure medications, and that's your choice if you want to do that. But there are ways to lower your blood pressure naturally, and one way is through cinnamon. Now, there are lots of studies on how cinnamon can heal our bodies, and I'm going to post a link to all of these spices that are done, with research that shows how they can help heal your body. So you can also look through those links for more information. Now, another benefit of cinnamon is that it has all these great antimicrobial properties. So it's going to help us with free radicals. And free radicals is what cause a lot of damage in our cells. And over time, free radicals can contribute to inflammation and all of these problems. So we don't want to have all of these free radicals in our body. So when we use cinnamon, that is going to address that issue as well. And cinnamon also helps with cholesterol. A lot of people are also on cholesterol medication, and there are studies that show cinnamon can also address your cholesterol level in a positive way. So that's another benefit. And there are also studies on cancer as well, and how it can contribute to lowering cancer as well. And these are all scientific studies, and again, the link will be there for you guys to research further. Now, another benefit, because of the antimicrobial properties, it helps to preserve food. So when I'm cooking my food, I always put some spices of cinnamon or any of my other spices into my cooking to give flavor, but I know that I can have it preserved in the refrigerator for several days without having to worry that it's going to go spoil quickly. Now, the next spice is clove. And another benefit of clove is that it helps lower blood glucose as well. So again, that's a great benefit. Now, clove is also rich in manganese, and manganese is what we need, a vitamin that we need that is good for our brain function. So that's another benefit if we include in manganese, because a lot of our food are so devoid of nutrients because they're loaded with sometimes with herbicides, pesticides. The soil is not as nutritious as it should be, as it used to be years ago. So we want to always be adding nutrients to our bodies. And clove is giving lots of great nutrients. And the number one is manganese, which is great for our brains. Now, clove is also high in antioxidants. So again, that is going to help with our free radicals in our bodies, which is going to keep all of those dangerous free radicals away. So it's going to minimize them. So we definitely want to add these things to our body. So another reason to include clove in your diet. Now, also, it's good for gum disease and gum issues. Now, one thing I like to do is massage essential oil of clove on my gums, and it helps to keep my gums healthy. But if you have gum pain or toothache, clove oil is really a great herb essential oil to use, and just to massage it onto your gums, and it helps to numb the pain. Now, another reason you want to use clove is what I like to use with the clove is I like to carry it around with me, because after I'm eating, I can take a clove, and it will keep my mouth clean, because after eating and we're not able to brush our teeth if we're out and about, a lot of bacteria starts to build up on our gums. And when we consume the clove, it's keeping that bacteria to a minimum. So it's going to help to prevent us from our bacteria from damaging our teeth. So that is another reason to also include clove in your diet. Now, also studies shows that it can help reverse liver disease. And this is another reason to also be using clove as well. Now, again, I will be linking all of these studies, because it may seem odd that how can clove affect our liver in such a positive way? So you can research for yourself to see how but these studies are done with rats in many cases. So not all of them have been done on human studies. Some have, but not all. So you will see for yourself how these herbs have been studied. Now, the last herb is nutmeg, and that is this round little herb spice. Now, again, nutmeg also lowers your blood glucose. Isn't it amazing how all of these spices that are great for our desserts also helps to lower our blood glucose? I think Mother Nature is just amazing. It provides us what we need. And I think by nature, it knows that if we eat these sweet stuff, that we need ways to counteract it. And nature provides them. So that is one great way. It lowers our blood glucose as well, in addition to giving great flavor. Now, nutmeg also has all of these great antibacterial properties, which again is going to keep our system healthy. It's going to help preserve our food, because all of these antibacterial keep all of these our food very healthy when we add them to our food. So they're giving great flavor, but it's also preserving them as well. Now, one thing about nutmeg is studies have shown is great for libido. So that's great. So studies have shown that it has been able to help with rats who are having libido issues. So again, I'm going to post a link to that and you guys can research that further. But that's a great way to naturally address health issues in that department and not have to worry about drugs and things like that. If we can do it through nature, why not? Now, also, it's a great mood. It's good for our mood. It's a natural antidepressant. So we want to avoid using any toxic drugs if we don't have to. So, and again, studies show it have improved people's mood after consuming it. So I like to put all of these herbs in my teas, my coffees. At night, after a long day, I can have some tea and I can put some nutmeg in my tea and I'm feeling great for the rest of the night. So this is one great way to naturally keep us feeling joyful, right? So those are the great benefits, and I think that's about it. Cellular damage is also great for nutmeg, but all of these three herbs also addresses cellular damage because they all address free radicals. So those are the three main herbs I'm talking about that will help you guys. So I hope you guys will want to try these herbs when you're at home. These spices when you're at home, and find different ways to include them in your diet. You can add them to your rice, to your coffee, to your tea, to your smoothies, to your cinnamon, whatever you think you want to try, your oatmeal, whatever herbs, whatever dishes you're preparing, try them and you can experiment and see how you like them. So that is it for now, and I will be seeing you guys in a future video on another way to keep you healthy. So until next time, bye from Mother Nature, and I will see you guys. Take care. Ciao.